Hello Sunshine, this is Joy in Michigan in the United States, and today I'm going to do a reverse flower dip. This is a little wooden, I don't know, almost like a canvas, but it's wooden. I'm not even sure how many inches it is, maybe 8 by 8, 7 by 7, somewhere in there. I'll see if I can get it measured and put that in the description box for you guys. So I'm just going to use up some colors that I already had mixed. I had painted this quite a while ago just to help, wood really absorbs the paint, so I wanted to have a primary layer down. So I went ahead and painted it with black, just to get the coverage that I need. This way I don't have to worry about the sides either. They're already painted and I can always add more black. So I go ahead and spread this around. It is a nice warmer day today, although it's a little cloudy, but I'm able to enjoy. We had a couple days where I got up in the morning and it was in the 30s. It was nowhere near that today, so that was nice. We shouldn't be in the 30s in May. But not to say it doesn't happen, but in my opinion, it shouldn't happen. But then again, I've always said I should live further south. It's too cold here for me, but this is where I am, so I will make the best of it. All right, I'm just gonna rotate this so I can spread that paint a little bit easier. And you can do this with your fingers. I don't like to spread black paint with my fingers. I don't mind having paint on my hands. I actually like paint on my hands. Makes me feel like I've accomplished something. I've been productive and creative. But not black, not black paint. So, all right. Let me just grab a piece of paper towel. So I'm going to use, the colors I'm using today are reds, blue, and purple. And as I go through them, I will tell you, oh, you know what? I was thinking these are the colors I will use, but I forgot that I put silicone in a couple of these. So let me set those aside. Here's my little tip to you. If you're mixing up paints and you're going to use a lot of different ones, mark the ones with silicone, because some paintings you do not want silicone. And if you're anything like me, there's no way you can remember which ones have silicone and which ones don't. So I'm going to go with the light magenta, a violet, and cadmium red medium. I would prefer deep, but I did not get any mixed up, so we'll just use the medium hue, which I find to be a little bit orangish. Oh, you know what? Maybe this is my orange. Pardon me. My goodness, I just, well, discombobulated. Yeah, there's the red. I think. I don't know. How do you see that? I think this is the red. We're gonna go with that one. It's either red or it's red orange. And here's another tip for you that I'm going to utilize shortly. I'm going to start labeling my little bottles as I mix them with what color is in them and whether or not they have silicone or if I've added other colors, so that I don't ever have to go, I think that I'm using this color. All right, so I'm going to do a puddle pour, and then I'm going to use a skewer to add some flower type shapes to it, and then we'll do the dip with a paper towel. This purple must not have been used recently because it's got dried paint. I'm trying to clean as I go, so don't mind as I clean off that little bit of extra paint. Okay. And then the blue that I'm using is a primary blue. I want to say it's a Liquitex primary. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of a puddle here in the middle-ish to help that paint flow when I start to spread it. It's very uneven paint here, but I'm not gonna worry about that. No stress, no worry. All right, so I'm gonna start with my, what I believe is red medium hue, but you know, I didn't shake that. Let's give it a good shake. No silicone in this painting for me. You could use silicone, but I prefer not to because I feel like you get too many cells. And not the, I don't know, like I don't mind the lacing, but I don't necessarily want cells. Oh, goodness sakes. All right, so I dropped a little bit of dried paint right there. Oh, there, it's buried. It's not big enough to leave a true mark, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I decided at the last minute we need to add a little silver in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put silver down. And then I'm gonna go to the magenta, light magenta. This is my master's touch. And then we're gonna go purple. This is actually violet. Oh, I feel like there was a clump that went in there. Hopefully we'll find it and get rid of it. All right. And this is primary blue that I had already mixed up. I actually refilled my primary blue bottle and had more paint than the bottle would hold. So that's okay, we'll use that up today. All right. And then I think from the blue, I'm gonna go back. Let's do the gold first. Gold and then red. And my circle is very uneven. I'll worry about that later. I actually don't really mind an off-center flower. Okay, pop some red in there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is my cadmium medium. I'm just gonna help this just a little bit. I always say, I've done this before on another reverse flower dip. Don't tilt it like I am, but I end up, on mine I end up tilting. So, Okay, from the red, we're gonna go to the light magenta. Trying to follow that same basic order of colors. And then my blue. And then our gold, which we may get some green because I'm doing blue and gold, but we'll see. Gold. And then just for the center of the flower, I'm going to do cadmium medium orange hue, or maybe it's just cadmium orange hue. As well as, that's why I try to keep my, okay, well, can't get it. I'll leave it. I don't have my tweezers handy. I'm gonna put a little silver here in the middle too. Oh my goodness, I'm losing all these little flakes of paint. All right, I'm gonna tell myself it's no big deal and keep on trucking. All right, I do need to recenter this. This is a lot of paint. But I think on a reverse flower dip, that's a good thing. You don't want to have too little. That's when you get into trouble. Okay. Try to get my center back in the center. I'm not going to worry about the edges. I know I've got it going off there and there, but no biggie. All right, so I'm just going to take a dry paper towel, and this one's looking a little bit beat up, but I think it'll be okay. Take a dry paper towel. And the scary part, you don't want any air getting trapped. Can you guys tell when I'm really concentrating because I stopped talking? All right, so the edges weren't real thick paint, so you may find that when you pull the paper towel up, that the edges, the very edges might be a little bit thin. Don't let that stress you out or worry you. You can always go back in and add more paint. So I'm just going to, oh goodness guys, I got ahead of myself. I never made the petal lines with my skewer. I hope this isn't a scraper. Maybe it'll still turn out lovely. Let's just hope and pray. Okay. Here goes nothing. Really nothing because I did that really wrong, but hopefully I see some pretty things on the paper towel. So maybe it will be okay. Oh, that's really pretty. But even the paper towel is pretty. Okay. So, not quite what I wanted, but you know what I could probably do? And I think I might try. First, let's give it some heat. I like these little baby cells over here. And the gold did exactly what I hoped it would. It's kind of a lacing effect, and I'm gonna have to do something with that middle. All right, that should take care of the air bubbles. So, let's see what we can do with this. I'm gonna turn it a little bit. I'm just going to take my skewer and add some petal lines that way. Funny the way these things work, isn't it? Not at all what I had planned on, but that's okay. We just work with what we have and no stress. Don't allow ourselves to be stressed out by this. All right, right there. I like the colors together. I think that worked out well. I wish I had more of these cells here all the way around because that sure is pretty. I don't know about the orange in the middle. I'm not loving that, but I'm not really hating it either, so that's always a good thing. So I wish that wasn't so, it's almost like it scooched in further than it should. All right, I think the natural line would be here. And then this one's kind of big, so I think I'm gonna split this one in half. All right. I do want to do a little bit of tipping just to see if I can kind of even it out. That's a little bit better. Let's try one more time. I probably should have done that before I did my skewer lines, because now I'm going to try, and I'm using the flat end of the skewer, not the pointy end. Just go back in and redo that. Same thing here. Just redefine that petal. No big deal. No stress. Nothing to worry about. Okay, and for the middle here, I'm just gonna sit here and hum while I think. Oh, did you guys see that? There's something there. And I got it, yay. I don't know where that came from. All right. I'm thinking more petal lines on this one would be better. I can't believe I forgot to do this at the beginning. Silly me, I got excited. All right. I do think, I'm still not sure about that center, so I'm just going to try to take up just a little bit of that paint. Like not all the way down to the black, but a little bit of it. Oh, I like that much better. Good. Okay. I'm going to hit it with a torch one time, or one more time, I should say. There are some really pretty things going on. I'm not 100% sold. I almost wish I had done silver instead of gold, although the gold is absolutely gorgeous. I wish this flower was centered, because it's definitely not centered. There's a little bubble there. And I don't know that I can move it back where I want it. It's very, it feels very 70s to me. It's almost like tie-dye. All right, I think I'm gonna have to be happy with that because I don't think there's much more I can do. And my edges did get very thin. So I am gonna go ahead and try to add some black just to have the paint be even across this piece. I don't want it to look like if the flower's there and then everything else just falls off. Especially this corner. I'm not sure why, but maybe I had the least paint to start with. Okay, let me spread that around. This part can be kind of tricky because I really don't want to hit the color that I have. But I do want it to even out. I do think there's a section over here where the paint dripped over the edge, but then it doesn't match up with anything else. So I'm going to see if I can cover that with some black. All right. So if you have already subscribed to my channel, I just want to extend a huge thank you to you guys. It means the world to me that there are people out there who want to see me create, and this is something I've not done for a long time. I loved art as a kid. As a teenager, I took art classes, but the worries of adult life and all the unexpected things that come along kind of pulled me away from art. And so when quarantine happened, I found myself lacking purpose, drive, motivation. It was very depressing to me to be stuck at home every day. So I decided that I would do a painting a day and that I would put it on YouTube, because then I felt like I had to be consistent with it. Like if I just do it for myself, you know, who cares? Who cares if I'm consistent or not? So that's how this whole thing started. This is my art therapy and my art journey, and I'm just so grateful that there are people who have decided to go along with me on this journey. So thank you for that. If you haven't already subscribed, if you would hit that subscribe button, that would really make my day. The notification bell there is there too, so if you want to be notified anytime I post a new video, you can hit that bell and you'll know every time there's something new to see. I always share both my successes and my failures because I feel like there's something to learn from both, and I've always learned visually, so watching someone else make a mistake generally helps me not do the same thing. So that's what I'm aiming for here. All right, guys, I will take you in for a close-up. I'll add some photos at the end, and we'll see how this one dries. It could be interesting just because it's on a unfinished wood block. There was no kind of varnish, or it was just, you know, raw wood. So I will try to do that, add pictures. If I am not able to add them to the video, look for them on my Facebook page, Hello Sunshine Palette, or I'm also on Instagram under the same name. All right, I'm seeing one thing that I don't like, and that's this big blob here. So let me just fiddle with it. That's one of the great things about this art form is you really can do quite a bit just playing with the paint. It definitely feels like play to me, so I'm kind of liking this effect. Oh, there was a hair. Let's see if I can see that. Probably from my dog, but we got it out, so all is well. This right here, this pink and purple, oh, I wish that came up in more places because that is so pretty. I really like that. And it just didn't shine through. But again, I put a lot of paint on this, so that could be why. So your art room, your rules, that's something I say a lot. And then try again is that's become my unplanned motto because I've had so many failures, and then I have to try again and try again and try again until I finally have one that I like. So this is just part of that process. And you know, you learn the more you do this style of art, the more you learn to make it your own and learn all these little idiosyncrasies about it that can make it a challenging art form to learn. But the more you do it, the easier it becomes, I think. So I don't want my petals to be super different from one another, so I'm trying to add just these little red lines coming up in all of them so that it looks like one flower. and not petals from several different flowers all thrown into one. So I'm still perfecting the color choice on this. I don't mind this one, but I think it would have been better without the pink, maybe. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I'd love to read your comments and thoughts on how this one came out. I cannot believe I forgot to skewer it at the beginning, but I think it still worked out fairly well. I actually would prefer to lose the purple and pink on the edge. I think that looks more like a cohesive unit than the rest of it. So, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to stress. I'm just going to let it be, and I will set this one aside to dry, and not until after I've taken a close-up for you guys and done some photos. So thanks so much, guys. I will see you on the next one. All right, guys. I feel like this flower was a little bit lopsided, but it's got enough pretty going on that I'm going to let it be. That gold is going to dry so pretty. The blue and the gold did really well together. I really liked the red in there, but I don't know that I like it with the blue and gold. So this is one of those that I'll just keep experimenting with until I find the color combos that I really, really love. So let me know what you think. Leave a thumbs up or a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks so much. See you on the next one.